This video reveals a jaw-dropping bombshell about Jay-Z that the internet might not be ready to handle.
Problem is, though, Sean Carter is a highly calculated guy. He's a crass businessman.
This guy knows a bit about the law because he's used to breaking it, so he knows how. So he's protecting himself.
Jay-Z has been under intense scrutiny lately, and while his legal team has done a remarkable job keeping him on top, there's a shocking detail no one is talking about, and it might just change everything.
And I've seen probably about 30, 40 situations like this. People settle 35, 40 grand and it never even comes out.
There have been great efforts to separate Jay-Z from Diddy.
They get an NDA, they sign it, and it just never sees the light of day.
This has all been smoke and mirrors to keep you away from a much bigger story about someone Jay-Z will go to any extent to make sure you never hear about. I hope you're sitting down because we are going to get to that in a moment.
Cooking like the chicken. Got time, money on my...
Sean Carter is a highly calculated guy. He's a crass businessman. And, you know, this guy stabbed somebody before for counterfeiting his music. He shot his own brother, man. Overplaying with the business. We talking about a guy who was active in the drug game. What did he say on this song? I came in the game 100 G's strong. You know, he was having grills and jewelry in the 80s. One thing that stuck out to me the most was his statement wasn't one of those statements that a legal firm put out. That's something he typed up on his notes on his iPhone. The man said, I'm not going to give you one red penny. And then he openly challenged them to charge him criminally. You're not going to openly ask for someone to file criminal charges against you if you are guilty. It just don't work like that. It just don't work like that.
In this highly unauthorized documentary, we are going to connect a few dots which will expose things that I guarantee you had no clue about. We all know Jay-Z grew up in Marcy.
Where I'm from, Marcy. Asked for two things out of my partners in ownership. We named the New Jersey Nets, the Brooklyn Nets, and the second one is that I opened it with the concert.
But did you know that he was arrested for gun possession, or that he was accused of punching a fan, and he admitted to shooting his brother when he was 12? Maybe you knew some of these things and could probably care less, but this is where things start to get interesting and we start connecting dots. Pay close attention. This video might not stay up for long. If you've been with OnPoint Stories for a while, you'll remember we covered this before. For those who are new, hit that subscribe button and get ready for the full story.
Waiting, just praying that Jay is gonna show up. So about 2 hours later, we see this black Phantom turn the corner. So Jay gets out of the car. I'm like, yo, Jay, yeah, and he was like, I don't want this.
Why Jay never shout me out like I'm supposed to give a fuck? Don't you
And
know?
I bet you didn't know he has a secret son that even his wife didn't know about until recently.
It's that boy young thing, yes sir, I did it all the way. And you people be talking, oh, you know I don't play.
Or how he became more successful than 95% of his peers in the music industry.
3 to 5% of artists have a successful career. It's crazy, right? That's a bad thing. 3 to 5%. And maybe less than that go platinum.
How about this? I can almost guarantee you don't know what his 100th problem actually is. And it's been hidden in plain sight in front of our eyes for all these years.
And as we pull off, about 5 minutes down the road, we see a car screeching, lights blaring, and we look and we see K9 unit coming up the highway. So I have 99 problems, but that bitch ain't one.
Everyone knows Jay-Z and Nas had beef, but many didn't know this feud continues to this day. Between their sons, Lil Jay-Z and Lil Nas, these are questions we will answer in this video.
I'm like this, boom, boom, getting them swinging. Ready for your clique.
Just soul like ether. Teach you the king, you know you. Godson across the belly. I prove you lost already.
Money on my mind.
Don't forget to check the comments for a link to Lil Dang's IG page. Let's keep his music alive and make sure Jay-Z hears it.
Fit, recline, hit With the nine.
So what if Lil J actually was my son? It's not your business.
Before he became Jay-Z and on the top 5 MC list, Sean Carter would learn to craft his flow on the streets of New York. Sean Carter, also known as Jay-Z, would use this upbringing to reach massive levels of success. However, this upbringing would also play a pivotal role in many of the unbelievable dots we will be connecting in this documentary. The 1980s played a major role on Jay-Z's upbringing, but we first need to go back a little further. Jay-Z has painted a picture we've come to know about Marcy Projects, but there's still more to learn about its past. Before the land was earmarked for urban development, it held a secret. It was once the site of an old Dutch windmill. Think about this, these Dutch roots were deeply embedded in the soil Jay-Z's foundation.
They started pumping water out to reclaim the land, so it would be more marshes and unusable. And so then landowners, 2 or 3 landowners would come together and say, well, if we want to exploit the land, we have to build a mill.
You're probably wondering what this has to do with Jay-Z. Pay attention to the rhythm of the windmill and the conviction of the Dutchman. This is literally the soil Jay-Z would come to know as home decades later.
And there were 2 people running the mill, as someone is running the mill now, my colleague Robert. And if you look on the outside, you see, that's what I imagine. You know? If I would be a kid and my father would be the miller, this is what I would experience all day.
By digging into this forgotten part, we can find a deeper link to Jay-Z's roots that connects the present to the past. This leads us to a world of understanding about the many layers of the history that make up Marcy Projects and how it raised Jay-Z. Jay-Z would later go on to naturally create metaphoric bars, just like any solid Dutchman.
It's nice to have a windmill, but it's better to rent it.
Gotta pay rent, bring dollars in.
This story just might break the internet. Over the years, there has been tons of speculation about Jay-Z's secret kids across the country. Well, today, a new one has surfaced that looks more like Jay-Z than any of the others. Some say he even raps better than Jay-Z. In this story, we take a closer look at Jay-Z's newest kid that no one can deny. A viral video recently surfaced and has taken the internet by storm. The video features a talented rapper from Texas named Lil Dang. You might say he has an uncanny resemblance to Jay-Z, and for this reason, the internet has given him the nickname Lil Jay-Z. The internet is buzzing with speculation that he just might bring his very own son to his label. More from Jay-Z on this.
Who do you look at and say, this man or woman speaks for the things I care about?
It's gonna be funny, but I find it funny, but I like Lil Jay-Z.
Before we get into Lil Jay-Z's story, we need to first take a closer look at some of his other secret kids. This helps answer the question of how his newest son remained under the radar for so long and why he is going viral right now.
Yes, sir, nigga did with you. Broke the boys out, nigga.
So Jay-Z's alleged son takes a paternity test battle to Supreme Court. So Rymir Satterthwaite, who has been claiming to be Hova's son for decades, has taken his case to the Supreme Court. Rymir petitioned Jay-Z's attorney to submit to DNA testing, but Hova allegedly never complied with the request.
You mean, you got a daughter, like, she's supposed to have an opportunity to live in your house if she wants to. She's supposed to be a princess. She's supposed to be able to go wherever you go. Fuck your image, all that shit don't matter. You know what I mean? So I'm looking like, man, it's too, like, I mean, he do shit I don't understand. Maybe it's above my thinking. You know what I mean? But I just don't get it. So, like, I mean,
you just seen Jay-Z's daughter the other day, right?
No, I uploaded the other day, but it was like back the day before Jadakiss Versus.
I heard you was Jay-Z daughter from Cambridge, Maryland. I've been hearing that Jay-Z was my father all my life. There's no way that he can deny anything, especially when people were there that know him. He knows that I exist.
Well, Beyonce is not having this at all, and she is finally revealing the messed up truth about Jay-Z's secret child.
Is there anything you can say? How can you make it right with those guys?
Can't trust.
Over to you for the unbelievable story of Lil Jay-Z.
To get me 'cause they never got me. Why can't you just...
Yo.
All right, well, I ain't going to Dallas then. I'm not going to Dallas. Come on, man. I'm not getting on a commercial plane to go to Dallas.
Ladies and gentlemen, for those of you who will be making connections today in Dallas-Fort Worth,
it turns out Jay-Z would get on that flight. Before landing, he only had 98 problems. Lil Jay-Z would make number 99.
Yeah, Hova. Nigga, you ready?
That's what being a family is about. You know what I'm saying? You just go get them and you bring them back. That's my family.
Eat no spaghetti, 4 doors on the new shit. What a nigga wanna do? I'ma pull up with my niggas. I got an AK with a big pistol. Yes, sir, nigga deal with you. Broke the boys out, nigga, look in the...
Before we fast forward to Lil Jay-Z's viral introduction to the internet, we will first take a look at the music scene in Texas during the early 2000s. This would play a pivotal part in the way destiny would bring Jay-Z to Texas in the first place.
Just might call them home, cause one day they here and baby the next day they gone.
This brings us to UGK. During the early 2000s, UGK was igniting a powerful movement in the world of Southern hip-hop. The duo rose to prominence during this era, leaving a mark not only in Texas, but across the nation and eventually worldwide. In the midst of the new millennium, UGK emerged with a sound that hit the streets by storm. They became the underground kings. Their influential albums like Ridin' Dirty and Dirty Money named their status as true pioneers of Southern rap, transporting listeners to the realities of the urban landscape. As UGK's star continued to rise, their impact reached far beyond the music. They became cultural icons, influencing fashion, slang, and even lifestyle choices. Their style was infectious, and fans from coast to coast embraced the Southern swag that UGK brought to the forefront. This movement would reach the ears of Jay-Z, who would collab with UGK. This collaboration would bring Jay-Z to Texas, which would be the birthplace of Lil Jay-Z. Before we get to that, let's first take a look at how fate brought Jay-Z and UGK together for an unexpected collaboration that many thought would never happen. The collaboration between Jay-Z and UGK on the iconic song Big Pimpin' is interesting because distinct forces in hip-hop somehow came together to create a timeless hit. It all began in the late 1990s when Jay-Z, who was already established in the rap game, was working on his 4th studio album. Recognizing the growing popularity and influence of Southern hip-hop, Jay-Z wanted to infuse his project with some Southern flavor to reach a broader audience. Impressed by UGK's and respecting their motion, Jay-Z decided to reach out for a collaboration on his upcoming album. When Jay-Z approached UGK with the opportunity, they ultimately saw this as a chance to showcase their unique Southern sound to a broader audience and elevate their status on the national stage. The creative chemistry between Jay-Z and UGK was evident from the start. Jay-Z respected UGK's authenticity and gritty approach to their music, while UGK appreciated Jay-Z's lyrical prowess and his ability to seamlessly blend his style with different sounds. Together, they embarked on the creation of Big Pimpin', and it quickly became a massive success. Big Pimpin' remains a timeless classic, and the collaboration between Jay-Z and UGK will forever be celebrated as a defining moment in hip-hop history where two legendary forces united to create an unforgettable anthem. What many did not know is this classic song would be the reason Jay-Z was asked to visit Texas and when Lil Jay-Z was conceived. This brings us to Lil Jay-Z. We fast forward a few decades and meet Lil Jay-Z, who has become an internet icon. This viral freestyle by Lil Jay-Z caused Jay-Z to actually acknowledge his son and open the door to the possibility of getting signed.
Cousin named Bubba, cousin named Meech. He'll come through in a brand new Caprice. I ain't even tripping though, riding no 8. Yep, I got Dooney, that's my brother right today. Yep, I love my mama, love my daddy, love my fam. Everybody know the thing from the T-Town.
That's a great question. I did. I actually just listened to the Lil Jay-Z YouTube record. His freestyle was bananas. It is what it is.
What a nigga wanna do? I'ma pull up with my niggas. I got an AK with a big pistol. Yes, sir, nigga deal with you. Broke the boys out, nigga, look in the... Get him. Hey, Puna, don't get mad, though.
I ain't gonna get mad, nigga.
Still looking at to my deal looking at you, but one eye looking at, my eye looking at, my John looking at. Boy, your ass look like some shitty green grass.
And you look like a orangutan.
These clips released by Lil Jay-Z have left so many open questions. Is this actually Jay-Z's son? Are these old clips of Jay-Z? It's even been said that this was actually a clone of Jay-Z. Before we answer these questions, let's first look at why Lil Jay-Z went viral in the first place. After getting this shout out from Boozy in 2016, this would help get Lil Jay-Z's career its first boost, which would be followed by viral freestyle after freestyle.
Straight the fuck up. Jay-Z, boy, you be doing your shit. I love to do a record with you too.
Fuck blood.
Hey, that nigga look.
Fuck em, look. Nigga. I'ma come through what it do, my nigga. I'ma turn up, turn down, little nigga. Y'all not fucking with us. Me and my crew stay dangerous. Up in the kitchen, I ain't doing no tripping. Cooking like the chicken. Nigga got time, money on my mind. Fit recline, hit a nigga with the nine.
Spoiler alert, you made it to the end of the video and now have two options. Option 1, get in the comments and tell everyone this video is fake, or option 2, which I hope you pick, play along by sharing this video on your social media with friends. Just be sure to tell them to watch until the end. Most importantly, whichever option you pick. Be sure to follow Lil Dang on Instagram. At the time of this video, he has about 700 subscribers. We need to change that. Let's help him get some promo from any attention this video gets, even if it's just a little. As you probably guessed, Lil Jay-Z is actually an AI-enhanced version of Lil Dang.
Yeah, you tell the young they can never become what they aspire to.
I know some niggas wanna fight Lil Dang, cause I'm a real nigga, cause I do my thing.
Yeah.
It's a lot of niggas wanna hate me though, but guess what? I'm the reason I'm in the studio. Still trying to make it. These niggas hating Dang. I'm a real nigga though, cause I do my thing. Young Dang gotta snap back. I'ma come through what it do, my nigga. I'ma turn up, turn down, little nigga. Y'all not fucking with us. Me and my crew stay dangerous. Y'all not fucking with us.
Go follow Lil Dang on Instagram and share this video with a friend.
Let's go, Lil Dang.
Hoover. Yeah, Hoover. Nigga, you ready? Eat no spaghetti. 4 doors on the new Chevy.